She's been this little kid. She has her biorhythms, let her sleep late. And, to spare us so that we've got the freedom and stuff like that, we've allowed her to sleep late.
So she has to get up at 7, and she likes to sleep in 10:30, 11, 12, and she'll stay up all night long if you'll let her.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. How is everyone? It is Wednesday, November 16th, 2022, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm a little bit late today. Today was really hectic. Lots going on, dental work for my husband and being a mom and meetings constantly. My life every day. Y'all working parents? Okay, so we're gonna drive home this evening with this final video, and it's all about Kody and Robyn's parenting. And I couldn't resist because I love when they get dragged online. It's like a fine passion of mine to see them get put in their place. Oh, did I just admit to that? Does that make me a bad person? Okay. Taking joy in other people's misery is not a good sign of a healthy individual. Okay. Come on, it's like a train wreck. Okay, anyways, I admit I'm a flawed human. Anyways, so a bonus clip came out for Kody and Robyn, and it's all about Ariella. Now, y'all know that I don't love to talk about the kids. I try to not talk about the children because they're minors. Like we touch on Truly and stuff, but I just don't love talking about the children. But in this video, I'm not talking about the children. I'm talking about Kody and Robyn's parenting. So I want to be super clear. So everyone knows that Robyn apparently needs a nanny, right? Like, what does the nanny do? I went back in time, and when Solomon was born, she actually had her sister move in. And and then they were going to start Sister Wives Closet, and then she demanded them get someone else to move in because if she was going to have, if she was going to do this full time, she would need help. So then Mindy, her cousin, moved in. She's always had help. Her mom helped for a while. Like, I don't know why Robyn needs so much help with her kids. I really don't. But that's just me. But anyways, it is definitely not helping her put her kids to bed. Apparently, she allows her daughter, Ariella, who is like 5 or 6 years old, to stay up all night, literally all night, and sleep until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And everyone on Facebook is like having a epic drag of their parenting for allowing a 5-year-old or 6-year-old to run the house. Now, I'm going to extend a tiny bit of grace because I know what it's like. I have had insomnia and I've had it my whole life. I have a child that has insomnia. So I know personally as a child, it was hard for me to fall asleep. And I saw that in my kid. And rather than allowing that to dictate our lives, we went to the doctor and took care of, for him and for me to talk about what was going on. But instead of actually dealing with it and, saying, oh, is there something causing her not being able to sleep or this or that? No, they just do this because it's the easiest thing for them to do. They literally admit to letting her sleep as long as she wants so that they don't have to deal with her. Classy. Now I get it if you're an overextended parent, but the two of them are not my favorite people, nor the internet's. So everyone had something to say. So let's dive into this topic in a second. But before we do, I'm so excited. So many of you have been subscribing lately. So please do me a favor if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm getting really close to 300,000 subscribers. So please feel free to hit the subscribe button on the way out if you have not yet subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you don't let your kids run the house. And also click the bell, ring the bell so you get notified of new videos. And if you have something to say, of course, leave some comments. The video comes courtesy from Facebook on the Sister Wives Facebook page. And it's a bonus clip from last week's episode. And it's all about Ariella's first day of school. And they're talking about how they had to get her up really early to go to school. And it was a first for her because she had to get up at 7, but that's not normal. And Kody talks about the biorhythms of a child, and then Robyn admits to literally having no bedtime for her daughter.
I'm not exaggerating. She's been this little kid. She has her biorhythms, let her sleep late. And, to spare us so that we've got the freedom and stuff like that, we've allowed her to sleep
She
late.
has to get up at 7, and she likes to sleep in 10:30, 11, 12, and she'll stay up all night long if you let her. I'm hoping she's old enough that going to bed, if she's up early, she goes to bed at a decent time. I don't know. We're just like,
I cut out a lot of the nonsense, but basically Ari does not have a bedtime. So Kody flat out admits that instead of having the kids go to bed at the same time, they would put Solomon to bed and they wouldn't even try to put Ariella to bed. So because they didn't want to have to deal with putting her to bed and she didn't want to go to sleep, they would just let her stay up. And then they would let her sleep all day because it was easier for them to have to deal with it. Like they didn't want to have to deal with the nighttime routines. She's 6, you guys. Most children by the time they're 6 have a nighttime routine. Can you imagine throwing a child into the wolves, into school, and they've never had a bedtime? And she's like, now we're just hoping it works because, But then she also admits that, before she would go to bed at a normal time when we get her up early, but then she would try to go to sleep at 6, and that's just too early. So no, we're not going to let her go to bed that early. So it honestly, to me, doesn't sound like Ari's a night owl. It sounds like Ari would prefer to go to bed early and get up early in the morning, but to not have to deal with her getting up early, they just allowed her to stay up all night and sleep all day so that they don't have to deal with getting up early in the morning. I feel like the kids match the rhythms of the parents, in my opinion, in our house at least. Like my husband and I get up early, my son gets up early. That's always how it's been. We've always had a sleep schedule for him. Like he goes to bed at the same time every night. We have, music, and like most doctors will tell you, you can buy books on sleep training. It takes literally no time at all. But when your child is dictating the schedule and you're allowing them to stay up all night and then not and sleep all day, you're throwing off their biorhythms. The biorhythm of a child is not to sleep all day. Children like to play during the day. You're basically wasting all of her day by letting her sleep. To me, it sounds like they didn't want to have to deal with getting up early. And so they let her stay up so that she wouldn't get up early. And they're blaming it on her being a night owl. That's my opinion. But in the people on Facebook had so much to say about this. The comments were going all over the place. Literally, the comments were intense. There were legitimately thousands of comments. When I went to this post, and it was all like this. Why would you allow your small child to dictate when she goes to bed? Bad parenting. You don't allow your child to take a nap at 6 p.m. Now they are worried about her sleeping. They should have nipped that in the bud a long time ago. My thing is I don't think it's a nap. I think she wants to go to bed because she's tired, and most 6-year-olds aren't napping anymore. I honestly think that they didn't want to have a sleep schedule, because I've heard that Robyn likes to sleep in herself. So Robyn probably didn't want Ari to get up early so she wouldn't have to get up early. To me, it just seems like Robyn is a lazy parent, but then she's super controlling. She's a conundrum. Another person said, why is the child deciding when they go to bed and when they get up? I mean, it's a good question. That tells me she's literally never had any structure. Did she not go to preschool? Did she not go? Well, I guess it was COVID, but still, she could have gone for a little while. Why wasn't she getting up when her siblings got up? Why did she have like her own? Kody said it. They let her sleep because they didn't want to deal with her. What, so they could get busy? I mean, what are Kody and Robyn doing all day? Don't they have a nanny? I thought they had a nanny. Someone else said, it's clear that both Robyn and Kody don't know how to parent. She runs the house and it's going to be a nightmare. Someone else said, if she's up all night, it's because her parents are not doing their job. Ridiculous. Someone else said, he said it himself. Let her sleep so they don't have to deal with her. Wow, great parenting. I don't feel like Kody's had a lot of time to parent in his life. I don't think he knows how to parent. And someone else in a comment pointed out about how he wouldn't tuck in Christine's kids, but he will tuck in Robyn's kids. So this person said, so Kody couldn't tuck in Christine's kids with him into bed on nights that she worked, but whatever help Robyn needs, she gets. I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious. This person said, you realize you're the parent, right? She stayed up like that because you allowed it. Get a backbone and parent your child. Teach them those things while they're toddlers. Seems like the kids run things. I just have always gotten the sense that Robyn has massive anxiety, and she's also the kind of mom that just doesn't know how to parent. I don't know why a child that is 5 or 6 years old would be staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning, sleeping until noon? Okay, maybe it's not 3 or 4 in the morning, but if you're allowing your kid to stay up until like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning, that's a long time, and no child should be up that late. No child. Someone else just flat said it. Here's how you do it. You tell her it's time for bath, brush her teeth, and go to bed. Every night, 8 to 9 p.m. She goes to school, comes home, no nap. She'll get used to it. What should have been done long ago? Exactly. One of the hardest things for some parents, and I didn't have this problem, or well, I guess maybe I did, was breaking the naps, because naps can make sleeping at night harder. And that was one of the first things when we were having trouble with sleeping with our son, was to get rid of the naps so that he would sleep longer at night. And it was hard to get rid of the naps for a while, and he was crabby, or we had to deal with that, but it was the best thing because then he slept longer at night. You know, if you can't get your kid to sleep and it's this many years and they're just going to school, you're really putting her in a position where she's behind the 8 ball, and it's not fair to her. But it's also not good boundaries for the kid. Like, the kid needs schedules. Kids need routines. She's going to be on a schedule and a routine for the next 18 years in school. She needs, like, the fact that she's just starting this now, they should have been working on this years ago. But I just don't think they know how to parent, or else they just don't care. Someone actually said that they felt like Robyn's just trying to make Ariella a baby for longer because she doesn't want her to grow up. I don't know. But the internet is not impressed with Kody and Robyn's parents. No shade to Ariella. She can't help it that her parents don't know how to put her to bed, and they literally admit to being bad parents because of that on national television, which there's way worse things that you can have as a parent that you can do. But this one I just thought was so stupid. Like, your child should just go to bed. And you just think it's funny. Like, she can't sleep. No, it's because you're not putting her to bed at night. So tell me what your thoughts are about this in the comments below. Bye, guys.